Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. My name is Louis Bocci, and today I'm going to give you a breakdown and review of the atrocity known as Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Star Wars fans out there that have not seen the movie yet and were thinking about it looking for a review, go no further, because I'm going to give you a cutthroat, clean review of what happened in this movie. Now, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker had a lot of potential going in. There was so much hype. We haven't seen a Star Wars movie in almost 3 years. And everyone was excited to see what J.J. Abrams would come back with after making the first movie of this trilogy. But let me tell you something. J.J. fucked up. This movie sucked. Now, before I go into ripping apart this integrity of this movie, I just want to say this. It was not a badly produced movie. The special effects were on fucking point. The acting was great. The overall production was good. But whoever sat down and wrote the screenwriting for this movie needs to quit his fucking day job. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker was a cheap knockoff of The Return of the Jedi. Every single point in this movie, I got angrier and angrier. By the end of the movie, I wanted to throw a glass baseball through the screen. Now, I'm not going to say it's a bad movie. I'm going to say it's a bad Star Wars movie. If you're into action, you're into sci-fi, and you just want to see some shit blow up, go ahead and watch it. You'll enjoy it. But if you are a die-hard Star Wars fan and love everything to be correct, you are going to fucking hate this movie. This movie made 0 sense. I could have had a chimpanzee write a better screenplay and directed this better than whatever the hell J.J. Abrams fucking did. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker was an absolute mess. I don't know who gave J.J. Abrams the creative freedom to just go about and do what he wanted, but it made no sense. So many things in this movie were just blasphemy. First off, if I'm going to spoil a lot right here, since when is everyone Jesus Christ with the Force? Rey's walking around reviving people, reviving herself, healing fucking snakes, when we haven't seen that in, 50 years of Star Wars lore until The Mandalorian came out last Thursday night? The fuck are you doing? And not only can she do it, maybe she's special, maybe she's the chosen one, who fucking knows? But Ben Solo could do it too now? The amount of times that Rey and Ben died in this movie and somehow came back to life was fucking nuts. That doesn't happen. You don't just suddenly decide to give people the power of Jesus Christ and to revive the dead. It was like, oh, on the third day they rose. Who the fuck are you? And don't even get me started with all that Force bullshit between Rey and Ben. They're getting these Force fights and then suddenly something that was 14 miles away was in their room. Like that fucking final scene where Rey takes out... puts a lightsaber behind her back, and Ben Solo somehow grabs it when he's in a completely different fucking location, and how they're fighting through the force field or whatever the fuck's going on in their minds, and suddenly shit just spilling all over the floor that wasn't there. That doesn't happen. That has never happened in Star Wars, and suddenly it's just okay? Why the fuck is it okay to just do that now? There has been millennials and millenniums of fucking force users that have never even scratched that surface. But now, because J.J. Abrams thinks he's fucking God, he can just start doing random shit? No! That was so fucking stupid. Why can you just hand people that shit? If that was true, then why didn't Ben just fucking stay on another planet and just help her? Why didn't they do this before? There were so many other times this could have happened. And don't try and tell me, oh, Leia taught her this. Leia don't know shit. I don't even know why Leia was a fucking Jedi. Get the fuck out of here with that garbage. And everyone knows, for years, there was a blue lightsaber, a green lightsaber. Only anomaly was Mace Windu's purple lightsaber. But at least there was some backstory and understanding to why that was there. At the end of the movie, Rey pops out a fucking golden lightsaber like it was nobody's business. What the fuck is that? You can't just make random shit canon because you feel like it. You might as well call this movie Star Trek because it was nowhere near what Star Wars is. J.J. Abrams, you need to get fired. I don't care whatever movie you make again, it better not be Star Wars and it better not be sci-fi. Disney, what the fuck were you doing? This was just a dumb idea. Making another trilogy that was the exact same as the original trilogy. What do you think, we're stupid? We're not going to catch the hint? For instance, the whole greatness of the original trilogy was Luke being able to bring Darth Vader back to the light and overall bringing balance to the Force. Why the fuck are you redoing that? There was magic there. Now, you got Rey fucking doing a disco dance and somehow Ben Solo decides he's good again? The guy murdered his fucking father and attempted on his mother. Now, all of a sudden, he gets in a lightsaber duel with this bitch and he's good? The fuck you mean? Where's the originality, you asshole? Come on, JJ, I thought you were a great director. I could have wrote this fucking bullshit. You just watched Return of the Jedi and you would have had this movie. Now, before I continue just absolutely ripping this movie apart, let's look at the good. Overall, Rey was a good character. She was courageous. Her plot, there were so many things going right about her. The whole fact that she ended up being Palpatine's granddaughter was awesome. I love that. But when she finds that out, instead of doing the similar shit that happened to Luke when he found out Darth Vader was his father and considered joining the dark side and using it, make it different. Fuck it. Make her evil. That would have been nuts. That would have been cool. Let's get original. Don't start reusing the same shit that happened before. And that cheesy ass shit that the entire rebellion came back and all those spaceships could suddenly just take out an entire Imperial fleet that they at the magnitude they've never seen before. What are you, dumb? That's not realistic. Let's try and keep this shit legit. Don't just start throwing in random bullshit and try and say it's original. It's not. This shit happened almost 3 times now in 3 different trilogies. And I hate to say it, The Phantom Menace was a better movie than this. That's right, that piece of dog shit was better than The Rise of Skywalker. I don't know who let this film go through. When you did your first cuts and ran through the movie, you guys should have all sat down and went, holy shit, this fucking sucks. But no, you morons decided to continue going, no fucking reshoots, no nothing. Half the movie was leaked 3 weeks before it came out, and you did jack shit. I knew the ending before I fucking saw the beginning of the movie. Where's the originality? Throw a curveball at us. Make Rey turn evil. Make Rey kill Kylo Ren and actually not revive him. Do something. Let me just finish with that. Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker was an absolute disgrace to the Star Wars community. Absolute disgrace to Disney and an absolute disgrace to Lucasfilm. George Lucas, if you are out there, wherever you are, I say you sit up, go straight to Disney, and just cut this movie. Delete it. We'll pretend it never happened, reshoot the entire thing, and give us a fucking curveball. Now time for a rating. If I'm going to rate this movie, it's... As an overall movie, it was good. It was an interesting and fun movie to watch. Like, I enjoyed watching it. But if you are a Star Wars fan like me, you constantly have this recurring image in the back of your head of disgust and anger. So for your average moviegoer, I'll give this a 3. A 3 out of 5 stars. Very rookie score, I know, but I'm trying to fucking save this. If I'm a Star Wars lover and I watch this movie, I hate the shit on it, I'm giving this a 1.4 tops. Tops. The movie fucking sucked. Everything about it was disgusting except for production and special effects. The entire story was god-awful. Rey should have been evil. George Lucas should just go fucking delete this entire movie completely. And Disney should sell Star Wars. Well, guys, that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. If you didn't, we'll never see each other again. Good night, and don't quit your day jobs.